chaos, upheaval, destruction. This is the tower. Did you like my little dramatic intro there? The tower is a very dramatic card. Struck by lightning, built on a faulty foundation, this tower suddenly collapses as people fall out of the windows. Probably the most dreaded card in all of tarot. Nobody enjoys seeing the tower come up in a reading. The tower signifies something big falling apart, something you've depended on suddenly crumbling. The tower is big, significant, life-altering change. Not just a petty thing going wrong and then brushing it off the next day. And the tower is often sudden change. The cracks in the foundation might have been there, but you didn't see them, or deliberately chose not to see them until it was too late, because it's not that bad. But with tower situations, you can no longer ignore it as life crumbles down around you. This change is sudden, significant, scary, and often absolutely unwanted. There's a reason people don't like pulling this card. But sometimes it's necessary to expose the cracks in the foundation. Once it's collapsed, you have two choices. You can leave it and walk away, letting someone else deal with the mess. Or you can clear away the rubble and start rebuilding, learning from the mistakes of the previous foundation. The Death card, my favorite card in all of tarot, is the end of something to make way for something new, carrying an air of finality and moving on. But the fallen tower still has the stones used to build it, and the land it stood upon. The things are there to build a better, stronger tower on the memory of that foundation. A solid tower with no cracks in it, or cracks that you'll patch up as soon as they start to form, having learned from your previous lesson. Clear away the rubble. Rebuild. It won't be the same, but that's a good thing, I promise. Even if it's hard to see when you're in the middle of it. Sometimes it all has to come crashing down to rebuild something better. In the book Tarot for Self-Care, Telling the Fool's Journey, the tower is a place that the fools seek shelter in for a night while on their journey. It wasn't their tower. They didn't build the tower or own the land and have no stake in cleaning it up. They're easily able to take the lessons of the tower and move on without thought of rebuilding, because why would they? But this is significantly different from the people who call the tower home. Sometimes, yes, you do need to walk away completely, but sometimes you just need to rebuild better. I have a lot of tarot decks, and the depiction of the tower card is generally the same between them. A bolt of lightning, fire, a crumbling tower, couple bodies falling out the windows. But one stands out to me in particular, the card for Everyday Witch. The witch looks back at you instead of focusing on the tower, and has a little smile or smirk at the edge of her mouth. It's the same energy as the Disaster Girl meme, at least in my mind, and I wonder if that's intentional. Still, regardless of that, the witch's expression makes this card interesting. Instead of focusing on the tower and its destruction, you're drawn to this figure. She's not upset, and indeed, she kinda looks pleased with the events here. She embraces the collapse instead of dwelling on what's been lost. Her expression suggests that she may have even caused the destruction herself, clearing it out for something new. And this is the other side of the tower. The tower can bring about, or be brought about by, a spiritual awakening, insights, and revelations. While it always signifies powerful change, if you see it coming, you can prepare for it and mitigate the damage, putting the power in your hands. And that appears to be exactly what this witch did. I pulled the tower mid-March about something I never thought would crumble. I always said it was, and I quote, rock-solid foundation. I believed that. And it was, for a very long time. So I didn't believe the tower when I pulled it, and a week later, it all came crashing down. But this was something so important to me that when the opportunity came to rebuild, I quickly set to work doing so. But on the old, faulty foundation. I wanted things to be fixed quickly, but of course, that's no good. I knew there were cracks in the foundation, but I only patched up some, ignoring others, to expedite the building process. And surprise! It all came crashing down again. Addressing all the cracks was painful, and I tried to avoid it, But that did no good, and I'm still dealing with the fallout of that as a result. It was only after I cleared away all the rubble, including that broken base, that I could truly start to rebuild. It hasn't been easy. Building a new tower takes a lot of time and hard work, and I don't know what I'll end up with. Will my tower look as I envision, or will it be completely different? I guess we'll see with time. But as hard as this process has been, in the end, the change will be for the better. And next time, hopefully, I'll see and be able to patch up any cracks when they first form. As a note, this is my own interpretation and experience with the Tower card. As with all of tarot and witchcraft, take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. But if you've had a tower situation in your life recently, or you find yourself in one coming anytime soon, I hope that this can help you embrace the situation, because it's not fun, it's not easy, it's a lot of pain to go through these situations, but they are for the better, even though it sucks so much. But I hope this video will help you look towards those tower situations with a bit more positivity than we usually reserve for the tower. Also, I know absolutely nothing about actually building towers or fixing foundations or anything about masonry or architecture. Do not take my advice if you're talking about an actual physical tower. That is on you. I'm just talking about the spiritual tower. If you liked this video, if this resonated with you, I would love if you leave a comment down below, just letting me know your thoughts on the Tower card. Do you pull it with dread? Do you look towards whatever change it's going to bring you? And if you want to see more videos about tarot and other witchy subjects, feel free to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'll be back with another video soon as I navigate my own tower situation in my life. Hopefully things are rebuilding better and better, and everything will be on the upswing from here. In the meantime, have a magical, wonderful day.